every empire has said almost the same thing. Our money is perfectly safe. Our system will last until the end of time, and every time, history has proven them wrong. From Rome to France, from the Confederacy to modern Lebanon, every one of them was wrong. People woke up one morning to a brutal truth. Their savings were gone, their salaries meant nothing, and the world they thought was secure had collapsed right on top of them. Collapse isn't an accident, it's a rule. The real question is this: when the system collapses without mercy, what will you do? We like to believe that the money we've worked so hard to save, our banks, our national currencies, are solid, but they're not. Money isn't made of steel. It's made of trust, and trust can disappear overnight. That's why history matters. History isn't just a list of past events. It's a record of humanity's mistakes and how a few people managed to escape them. Take the Byzantine Empire, for example. They had a gold coin called the solidus, so reliable that for centuries, people across Europe and Asia accepted it without question. It was basically the dollar of the Middle Ages. But over time, emperors began to lower its purity, mixing in cheaper metals. At first, no one noticed. Then slowly, everyone did. Trust cracked, and the coin that once powered the world's trade became nothing more than a lie. Who survived? Those who owned real gold, land, or other tangible assets, not the ones holding worthless pieces of paper. That's the first lesson. Governments never miss a chance to tamper with their money. And when that moment comes, real value always finds a way to flee. But not every collapse comes from greed or bad policy. Sometimes, disasters have different roots. Like during the Black Death, half of Europe's population vanished. Yet, ironically, many of the survivors became richer. Labor became scarce and valuable. Land was cheap, food was plentiful. People who had even a little savings or the ability to work suddenly had the chance of a lifetime. We saw the same thing during COVID. Those with savings or assets recovered quickly. Millions living paycheck to paycheck, though, fell behind. Pandemics don't just take lives, they redistribute wealth. Or think about Florence, the heart of the Renaissance, the financial capital of Europe. Its banks lent freely to kings. And when England's King Edward stopped paying his debts, the whole system crashed. The so-called too-big-to-fail empire collapsed in an instant. The same story played out during the American Civil War. Both the North and the South printed money like mad. In the end, Southern currency became so worthless that salaries couldn't even buy bread. The ones who survived were those with something real: gold, land, food. France made the same mistake during its revolution. They issued a paper currency called the assignat, backed by confiscated church property. At first, it seemed clever, but the government kept printing more and more. Prices soared. People refused paper money. Soon, even bread could only be bought with gold, silver, or goods. Because there's one thing you can't print: trust. We saw it again in 1997 across Asia. The crisis started in Thailand and spread like wildfire. Nations deep in foreign debt drowned when their currencies collapsed. Millions lost their jobs, their homes, their savings. And who came out ahead? Those holding dollars or assets abroad. Once again, wealth simply changed hands. And then came Lebanon. Banks locked their doors. People woke up one morning unable to access their money. A lifetime of savings, gone in an instant. Who fared best? Those who had moved their money outside the system, holding gold, property, or cash. Everyone else was trapped. History keeps replaying the same story. Every country says, this time will be different. It never is. Because the bitter truth is this: collapse isn't the exception. It's the pattern. And the people who survive aren't the ones who trust the most. They're the ones who start doubting first. In Byzantium, gold saved people. After the plague, it was land. In 2008, it was cash. Whoever held something real always won. No matter what the system creates, fake value eventually disappears, just like paper money. And maybe that's the real lesson. In a crisis, money dies, but value doesn't. Those who can create something, feed others, fix things, or trade, they never stay poor for long. Every crisis passes wealth from one group to another, from believers to the prepared, from paper promises to real assets, from passive savers to active builders. So the question isn't if everything will collapse. It always does. The real question is, when that day comes, will you be holding promises or something real? If this made you think, subscribe to the channel, because every answer you're looking for is already written in history. You just have to learn how to RIA.